Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack's with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Minnesota's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Hauls it in. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Got his man in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Castro. Nice job executing all of the
Castro.
as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Scarlet Knights offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leads it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Working that left side now. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. App State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Mountaineers in a statement win if there ever was one. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field. It's Allen. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gets it out quickly. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Minnesota! Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Allen. Bringing the heat. Fires downfield. On target to the left. They finally get the right play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that 1st.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and there he goes. 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. Great job by the back on the option.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Dropping back, it's Allen. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
To the air on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll try the run. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Hand off from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Pass to Staten, still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
At the 13-yard line.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time.
6 remain.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
35. Rutgers, 0.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield, it's Alley. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Thorne. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
To the air on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but...
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Pucks it out of the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and look for room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Creates a little space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. It is perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Acker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll sneak and try to surge forward. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to go up top on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Scarlet Knights have moved it inside the 20. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thorne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air, it's Gibbs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down, looking for more. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. Like running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Rutgers, 13.
Coming out with it, it's Castro. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Thorne. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights are on the move.
325.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Ready, break.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some move.
Going for it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Minnesota!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Rutgers, 20.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, the inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Alley. Under fire. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
To the air, it's Gibbs. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The running back has it. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying them off right now. That's a really nice run.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to advance on the football. Return goes out of bounds.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off-play action on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result...
Turning it on! He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looking for room, it's Tatum. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on third and short. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Gibbs. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Steps away. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he makes the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it. And the offense should be able to run out the clock.
Ready, fight.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Okay, ready?
New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Complete to the left. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse